Good morning. It's February 5th, Wednesday, 7:51 a.m. and I'm heading into the office, but I'm giving my little talk about what a wonderful day it is. It's rainy out. I love the rain. It clears everything up, makes the air fresh, and it's really beautiful. It's 35 degrees out. It's expected to go to freezing later today. I wanted to let everybody know on the team that it's just pushing forward is great. Sometimes when this weather is down, it doesn't make you feel good. I heard some people say that yesterday. But you know what? Without the beautiful weather, you can't have all the weather out there is amazingly beautiful. Think about the fresh weather, fresh air. Anyway, I want to talk to you about IQ, because this is something I was kind of thinking about. IQ measures how smart people are as far as educationally, or you think of a very smart person as having an IQ. But then you wonder why people who have high IQs are unsuccessful in life. And I think it boils down to, there's two other IQs. There's emotional IQ and financial IQ. And if you have a low emotional IQ, it means that you make decisions based off of your emotions when you should be leaving that to logic. I can tell you that when I catch myself doing something, an emotion, like if something upsets me and I want to yell back, and I do, that's a low emotional IQ response. You need to take a step back and listen to it. If you get bit by a dog and you get angry at the dog and slap the dog around, that's a low emotional response. It's not the dog's fault. The dog's just being a dog. And then we've got also financial IQ. Financial IQ is not understanding how finances work. And so what happens is, if you don't understand how finances work and you have a low emotional IQ, doesn't matter how highly educated you are, you're not going to be successful. You may be successful in your career, but you're not going to be successful in saving and being able to keep any money. Let's also take a look at, you could have a high financial IQ, but a low emotional IQ, which means you can understand everything about how money works, but if you let your emotions control you when you're trying to make a financial decision, you're going to make likely the wrong decision. You got to step back and logically think about everything. These are just things that I was just thinking about this morning as I was getting ready to come in. So the one thing that I'm always looking at is, I'm going to have a high regular IQ. Well, IQ itself is based on that, but be smart. You don't need to have a high IQ to be successful in life. That's why we see people who are dumb being very successful, and people who are super smart can't save a dime, because your IQ doesn't make a difference in what you on your financial situation. I mean, it does a little bit, but you got to take a look at your financial IQ and your emotional IQ, and you got to work on those two things. If you find yourself getting upset with people and doing things, people who lose in the stock market, it's because they're letting their emotional IQ make their decisions for them. If you don't want to do some sort of an investment, or you don't want to put things into certain things, you got to take a look at the logical side of it, not the emotional side of it. I remember in the 2007 crash with real estate that it was a very emotionally driven thing. When you could pick up real estate off the ground for pennies, nobody wanted to do it. There was, wow, it's raining outside. Huh. Every third house I remember was in foreclosure. I remember saying, hey, you should be looking at some real estate. Nope, I'll never touch this stuff. I don't want anything to do with real estate. That was everybody's response, and it's very emotional. And now, when Warren Buffett, I remember the day Warren Buffett said, if I could figure out a way to own a house and not have and be able to manage it, I would be buying every piece of property that I could. And that's when it changed. Now you drive around, everybody with a pickup truck is driving around, we'll pay cash for houses. Every sign in the corner, we'll pay cash for houses. Where were those guys back in 2010, 11, and 12? They weren't anywhere because it's emotional. Now, in the future, we're going to have to take a look at when is this going to be an emotional thing. I see a lot of emotion in the way people are buying stuff now. I'm not saying that it's not bad, but we have to be very smart and logical about it, because you got to take a look at the downside potential. But anyway, I think just to digress, I'm just taking a look at IQ, and then more importantly than IQ is emotional IQ and financial IQ. Learn how to control your emotions and think with logic and take a step back and go out and financially educate yourself so you understand what you're looking at. Those two things are amazingly important. So let's have a great day out there. Let's talk to people. Let's meet people. I mean, it's more about let's all change people's lives for the better, and we can go out and then change our own and build ourselves a life that we want to live. I want to just say, have a great day and get out there and get it done. Talk to y'all later.